Like there is a human who made this, and I love you. Hello everybody, and happy Valentine's Day. Today is a fun one. I'm going to rank and review cakes I've never seen before. We went to 4 of the best bakeries in my area and asked them to create Valentine's Day cupid themed cakes. I've not seen these cakes. I don't know what we're gonna get. I don't know what they're gonna taste like. I'm gonna blind react to them. We're gonna have some fun. So here's the criteria for today's video. We asked for Cupid/Valentine's Day cakes. We asked them to pick flavors that may be Valentine's-esque, and we asked them to go wild. I love when bakeries take initiative and do something fun. So let's get our first cake out. I'm gonna close my eyes. You got your little Cupid wings on?
Yeah, thanks for those, by the way.
Show them off. My eyes are closed, don't worry.
Okay. And I'm wearing Johnny Cakes merch. Is this still for sale?
No.
Oh, never mind. Don't get it.
Oh, speaking of Johnny Cakes merch, hang on. Thank you. So speaking of Johnny Cakes merch, I don't sell this anymore, but I used to. They're boxer briefs that say "This is cake" on the back, like where you sit. So that's my Valentine's Day gift for you.
Wow. Thank you so
And
much.
and let me tell you, it is cake.
Okay.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is so freaking precious. This is adorable. This is so cartoony and cute and little and sweet. It's Cupid, and it's Cupid getting hit with little love arrows. I love this. I love the face. I love the expressive eyes. I love the little wings. I love the heart. These look like all handmade. You can kind of see they like made the hearts like pop. Can you guys see that detail? They're not just like flat cutouts of hearts. It is so cute. There's a lot of movement in it actually, right? It looks like Cupid's been hit in 3 different arrows. Is Cupid hit with the arrows, or does Cupid hit people with the arrows? Whatever, Cupid needs love too. Cupid's a child.
Yeah.
Why does he want people to be in love?
The innocence of children. They believe in love.
Oh, that's sweet. I love the rosy cheeks. When you think of Cupid, you think of like a cartoon figure. So I like that they didn't go like the hyper realistic route. They went the more like cartoony cutesy route. I love the black piping to add that cartoony detail. I make these cartoon cakes and I do black piping around it to make it look like it's hand drawn. And they did that here, which I think is really nice. Also, it is a buttercream cake. It is not covered in fondant. So that's great. This is like, feels lighter than maybe a fondant covered cake. They did exactly what they needed to do. Those are defined eyelashes. I think my one note is that the cheeks don't look blushy rosy. You can see the paintbrush strokes on it. What I would have done instead of whatever they did is use something called luster dust or matte dust. It's an edible dust. They make it in all sorts of colors. I would do a red rosy cheek with the dust, and you just dust it on with like a really big fluffy brush, and it gives that like rosy, naturally like almost airbrushed rosy cheek appearance. This is tough because it's really cute, but it's really simple. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. This is really cute. The only reason I'm not giving it more points is because it's a really basic, rounded, simple shape for a cake. There's not a ton of bells and whistles, and it's just the top of the head. So this cake was $173, which I would say, given the size and complexity of this, is as much as I would pay for a cake like this, right? Like, it's a small cake. Like, it's a 6-inch cake, and it's only maybe a couple layers high. Bring me my next cake, you little twink. Hey, Cake Twink, did you get me a Valentine's Day gift yet?
Not yet, because it's actually December 16th.
Okay, we're filming on December 16th. That's Hollywood, baby. This is not Hollywood. We're in the Valley.
This one is quite special, I think.
People ask me a lot what I do with these cakes when I'm finished with them.
Yeah.
And I say, I shove them in Cake Twink's nasty little face. No.
It's true, I do eat a lot of the cake.
You know who, like friends and family eat cake. You know who else will take a cake is like fire stations or like nurses, like break rooms will take cake. So I go to local businesses and stuff. No one's mad when you bring cake. That's why I started making cakes. Because when I come to parties, everybody wants to me. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Whoa, this is not what I was expecting when I opened my eye. This is gorgeous. Oh, this is stunning. Okay, so this is a vintage piped cake. They've made it square. First of all, one of those like trendy piped vintage cakes, love it. We've got different cupids on each side. That was a smart technique to do different sides. This is serious, right? Like this isn't cutesy, this isn't cartoony like the last one. No, it's like a really elevated Valentine's Day cake. Like if somebody gave me this, I would them. You gave it to me. First of all, there is a literal cupid. There are 4 literal cupids on it, but you're right, it's not shaped like cupid.
Yeah.
But obviously this bakery excels at this, and I'm so glad they did this.
I do think there's something to be said for the fact, like in competition, play to your strengths.
Also, look how rich the colors are, right? Like it's not just like pink. It's not just white. It's like shades of purple and pink. And
Every time I look at it, I see new details that I didn't appreciate before.
it's amazing.
It's just like, it's excess in the best way possible.
Look at this piped shell effect. Each one is like almost exactly the same. That's really hard to do. But here's the thing, when you do a square cake, any imperfection is gonna be seen because it's square. It's supposed to look exact like a box. This is so minor, okay? I'm just trying to find things to criticize. But do you see how some of these sides are somewhat imperfect box shape? It's such a, I don't even like saying this critique. It would have been fun with a little like dusting or spraying of like edible glitter. That would have made this pop even more. But again, I am going nitpick, nitpick, nitpick. What was the price on this?
$197.
$197. It's so good. It is so good for what it is, right? Like it's tough because I'm probably gonna be comparing it against sculpted cakes, but for a piped vintage cake, 9 out of 10, nearly perfect. Oh, cake twink! Okay, if this cake really does look like you, I'm gonna open my eyes and we're gonna play a round of Is It Cake? I'm gonna decide which one's cake.
Okay, please don't stab it with a knife.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is my man. This is my lover, right? And this is the cake.
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
No, you got it wrong.
Oh, darn.
Surprise.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is the best cake I've ever seen. Oh my God, I didn't even look at the front yet.
Yeah, you need to look at the front. Enjoy your review.
Oh my God. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my God, I love this cake. First of all, it really looks like I have a baby sitting in front of me. One time I made a baby cake and the moms on Facebook were not pleased. I love people. Like there is a human who made this and I love you. It was probably a gay man, let's be real. Okay. Oh my God, the belly button. Oh my God, I didn't even see the belly button. Y'all, it's got fingernails. They like press little, like a little tool in to give it fingernails. It's got a golden bow and arrow, which they painted gold on blue fondant, which is, I wonder why. Like maybe they just had some blue fondant lying around. I love the curls on the hair. I love the gold, beautiful gold halo. I love that the reflection in the eyes are heart-shaped. I love the wings. They did buttercream wings. The wings are holding on by like kebab skewers and they do feel, ooh, he can fly. The freckles! I didn't even clock the freckles. It's airbrushed, so there's like dimension to the body. Here's the thing. I see where this cake went wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know there are some issues with this cake. It's perfect, 20 out of 10. All right, Cake Twin, come in here. So what do you think? Can I give it a 20 out of 10?
I don't know I think it's so fun. And I think it really it warms your heart.
It looks like there's a baby sitting on my countertop. I want to give it a bath.
In terms of, no, you're not gonna be bad. They're gonna cut into it with a knife, which is gonna be hard to do.
Oh no, I don't want to cut the baby.
It's really sweet. I think it sparks a lot of joy. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it does. Also, you do look just like it.
Okay, so the story is, when I went to pick up the cake, your friend and manager Zoe is the one who ordered the cake. So I said that I am picking up a cake for Zoe. And then they asked what the cake was for, and I panicked. And so I didn't want to tell them it was for a YouTube video, so I just said, "Oh, it's my girlfriend is doing."
You panicked.
I panicked.
Honey, you gay? Last time I checked.
I know. I just didn't know what to say, so I said, "It's for my girlfriend. She's doing some Instagram thing with it." I was just trying to like stop the conversation. So like 5 minutes later, I forgot that I'd established myself as straight. And the baker goes, you know, it looks just like you. And I literally went, thank you. And then we
Baby, that boy's gay, and I do believe that.
kind of just sat there for a moment, acknowledging like, well, whatever this is for, it's not my heterosexual girlfriend.
He said, poor Zoe. She doesn't know. Can we look one-to-one? What do you guys think in the comments? Is Cake Twink giving Cupid?
I used to be blonde, if that helps.
We should call him Cupe Twink or Cake Twink Cupid.
The body, including the legs and arms, edible. I think the bow and arrow is not edible.
Okay.
It's kind of like a landmine trying to figure out what you can do on this game.
I just feel like anything's edible if you chew hard enough.
Okay.
Okay, here's the thing. There are some areas where it's rough around the edge. There's gold paint in the hair. There's what appears to be like red velvet cake coming out of its hair. There's the back of the cake is cardboard. There's some like little wonky bits. There's a little wetness on the arm where they were trying to blend the arm into the body. I think I have to judge fairly because there are some issues, right? All right, I'm gonna give this an 8. I love it. It is so good, but there are a couple of wonky bits that take off 2 points. How much was this cake? And by the way, if it's less than $1 million, I got a deal. $245. The best $245 I've ever spent. Okay, so this is by far the most expensive one so far, but I love it. All right, time for our 4th and final cake. If I tasked you with this, how would you do it? Well, what kind of Cupid would you make? Let me know in the comments. Cake Twink, come on out.
A lot of bang for your buck.
I feel like this is I can feel a good cake in front of me, but maybe it's gonna be like a hole. I don't know. Ready? 3, 2, 1. This is insane. The wings are edible. That's wafer paper. Those aren't feathers. The heart, the sheen, the shine, the cloud. Oh, this is spectacular. Oh, this is a work of art. Yo, I feel like I'm in like a Taylor Swift music video CGI world. This feels unreal. I mean, it is a full Cupid, like a full figure popping out of the cake. And the way that this baker has done it is they've given it this almost like marble bust effect, right? Where like it's white, but it's marbled and a little like uneven intentionally. So it looks like stone. Obviously, I love the wings. Those are the first thing I noticed. They're 100% edible. It looks like all wafer paper, beautiful. I mean, like the amount of time this must have taken is crazy. The heart is this beautiful, deep pink color. I just love it. I love that it's gravity defying. Every detail, the shimmer on the clouds. This is a master baker. Okay, remember the last cake? The back of the wings had cardboard and like skewers coming out? This cake, there is skewers sticking this into the cake. What they've done is they've made the back just as beautiful as the front by sandwiching those skewers so they get hidden, which is it's fine details like that that make a cake go from good to exceptional. I love the monochrome pink on pink. They could have easily put all of this fun detailing in a different color, but I love that it's monochrome. There's so much going on that all we want is the texture here. We don't want it to be like too busy with different colors, if that makes sense. I love that they took the white of the Cupid and the pink of the heart and combined them together in this marbled, sparkly cloud. So not only did this baker make the correct shape of the wings, but each individual like feather that's coming out adds dimension. It really feels like Victoria's Secret fashion show wings. Every element is perfect. This is one of the most beautiful cakes I've ever seen. If I had to be critical, I guess I would say I can see some exposed chocolate at the elbows, but like, who's looking at the elbows? That part's called the weenus, by the way, apparently. Have you heard that? So Cupid's weenus. Cupid, you got a discolored weenus, and I'm worried about ya.
Well, it throws my weenus out of whack.
There are a couple places on Cupid where it looks like there's like inverted bubbles, and that's probably because this looks like it was a chocolate mold that was filled, and there's some air bubbles that got trapped, so the chocolate didn't hit that part of the mold, if that makes sense. But you really have to zoom in to see those, and I don't care about that. I mean, marble statues in a museum sometimes have little nicks and, you know. Okay, so this cake was $500. So this is now by far the most expensive cake. But this is a statue. It's a work of art. Like this looks like it could be in a museum. Do I look like Cupid? Oh, this is a 10 out of 10. No question. This is, I can't imagine a more perfect Valentine's Day cake. All right, now time for my favorite part, the tasting. So this is a vanilla cake with sweet and sea salt cream and fresh strawberries. This is a champagne cake with passion fruit curd, raspberry curd, and cream cheese buttercream with white chocolate pearls. This is red velvet with cream cheese frosting, a classic. So this is a lemon meringue cake swirled with red velvet and filled with fresh lemon curd and cream cheese icing. The baker wanted you to know that this is lemon and red velvet falling in love and having a baby. The baker calls this cake Cupid is on cloud 9. All right, so let's try our first cake. We've got our cute little Cupid. Oh, this smells like a strawberry shortcake. It smells delicious. Wow, 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 it's nice and light. The cream is like air. Nothing's too sweet. Strawberries are tart and sweet and delicious. It's a really good cake. The perfect amount of sweetness to it, a bit of tartness. It's bright, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's a good cake. It's a really good cake. It's salty. Flavor-wise, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. It's just a little like basic, which is fine, but it's not like reinventing the wheel. Next up, we have this Victorian beauty. I mean, oh, it smells so good. This cake looks delicious. Each layer has a different filling, and the crumb is just so beautiful. Oh, what is this raspberry? Oh my God. Oh my God. Passion fruit punches you in the face. So does the raspberry. There's these little white chocolate pearls that give it a crunch. The cake is moist and light. I know I say it every video, this is the best cake I've ever tasted. This is beyond, actually beyond the passion fruit and the raspberry, and it's like vanilla bean. Oh my God, it's so tart. Your taste buds go, ow! Yo, that's the best cake ever. It's all my favorite flavors. I love tart berry, and I love creamy, and I love crunchy. That's a 10 out of 10. That is a 10 out of 10. I can't believe I can't give it more than that. Oh my God, okay, now baby flavored cake. Red velvet with cream cheese buttercream. Look how thick that layer of buttercream is. It's good. The cream cheese frosting is nice, it's not too sweet. The red velvet's moist and the crumb is pretty fine and it's good. It's just so next to that flavor profile, this is not wowing me. But I would definitely eat this at a birthday party. It is not exceptional. And it's just so standard that it's like everybody else is doing these wacky flavors. This just is so traditional. Time and place, that's good. But I don't think I can give it more than a 7. I'll give it a solid 7 though. That's the best tasting baby I've ever had. So this cake looks like it's dripping in moisture, which I love. I had a cake in one of these videos recently that was like that, and it was like tres leches cake almost. It smells lemony and delicious. It's red velvet and lemon, which I never would pair together. What a weird duo. Oh my God, and lemon curd. I love lemon curd. Oh my God, lemon curd's my favorite thing on planet Earth. If you're wondering why there's a dark chocolate border on the outside, when you make a sculpted cake or really like highly designed, you need a thick chocolate ganache on the outside that traps the cake in, and so it won't like wiggle and wobble like a buttercream cake might. But it tastes even good with the chocolate ganache. So like, oh my God, this is hard because this is so good. Here's the thing, this cake is exceptional. It is a touch sweet for me. The lemon, though it's bright, it's a touch more sweet than it is like tart. And typically I'm just like a sour kind of guy. So this is a total taste thing. So it's just a hair sweet for me, but I mean, it's cake and I'm talking a hair sweet. This is the moistest cake I've ever had, that's for sure. Oh my God, this is so much better than having a boyfriend, having 4 cakes in front of me. One other note about this is, though there's a lemon curd and that gets a different creamy texture, there's nothing crunchy, like a nut or a chocolate pearl or something like that. So it's a little less texturally diverse than this one, but it's exceptional. You'd be lucky to have this at a party. All right, I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10, a really solid 9 out of 10. Oh, I'm so full. But we have to add up the scores, so let's do it. My life's so hard. All right, so cake 1 had a 7 in looks and an 8 in taste for a grand total of 15 out of 20 points. Cake 2 had a 9 in looks and a perfect 10 in flavor, giving it a 19 out of 20. This guy somehow got an 8 in looks and a 7 in flavor, giving it another 15 out of 20. And our final cake here had a perfect 10 in looks and a nearly perfect 9 in flavor, giving it a 19 out of 20. Okay, this is crazy. This was truly not planned, but we have a tie for first place and then a tie for second place, which I'm not concerned about. We have to do a tiebreaker between these two. Tiebreaker! Boom! Crazy graphics, big CGI explosions, people wrestling. We don't have the budget for that. Okay, well maybe just...
Round 1, fight!
They're so good. They're so equal. They're so close in taste. They're also both so beautiful. Not only did this look amazing, but it also has an innovative flavor combination that works really well. There's a gravity-defying element. And though this is so impressive and so technically difficult, nothing against this because it's so difficult to do that. This has so many different, a chocolate cupid, wafer paper feathers, a floating heart, a gold arrow, clouds, fondant, sprinkles, all the things. I just think this has the slight edge, but it's so close. I think today we will give this cake an extra 0.1 bonus point, making this 19.1 and making this 19. It's tough, man. Both are amazing cakes. Congratulations to both of these bakeries. You have some of the greatest cakes I've ever seen and tasted. And yeah, I mean, I never do this. We only usually reveal the winner, but I think we need to reveal where both cakes are from this week. Oh, Cake Twink, where are you? Oh, right, Cake Twink had to go. He had a meeting on Valentine's Day. Why would you ever leave your man on Valentine's Day? Text Cake Twink, are you cheating on me? Also, where are these cakes all from? No, it's sending to April from Is It Cake. Text Cake Twink. Oh, he's not saved in my phone. It's sending to April. Go follow April, she's great. Okay, update, we got an answer. Our runner-up cake. The beautiful, vintage, piped, pink, classic cake is from Butter Cake Shop, which we love, so of course it's from Butter Cake Shop. That makes sense because their flavor profile, the different textures in the cake, all of it, that is very butter, and this is one of the best cakes I've ever had. Go get a cake at Butter Cake Shop. And then the heart-shaped Cupid cake is from Spirit again, the winner from the last video. Spirit from Is It Cake. So definitely go follow both Butter Cake Shop and Spirit. We will tag them below. I hope you have somebody to feed cake to, and if you don't, well, don't worry, neither do I. I love you. Does it look like there's a man? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm so grateful for everybody who comments. The comments and the shares for these videos really broadcast it out to a bigger audience. And we love making these videos for you. I want to make them bigger and better, bring more cakes on, spend more money. So the more love you give us, the more love we can give right back to you. Have a great Valentine's Day. If you're single, enjoy it. Today is a day actually for the single people. Really live it up.
Come on, let's